What's up, everybody? It's the American Curmudgeon, and you are watching the American Curmudgeon Hot Sauce channel. This is my cooking show. It's simply called Cooking Show. There's no editing, there's no flashy images, there's no AI, I mean, it's what you see is what you get happening in real time, real cooking, real people, me. Okay, let's get into it. Today, it's another cold one here in lovely southern Michigan, and I'm located right near Detroit and right near the suburbs, right down the middle. And you know what? It's cold. Hence the scarf. I am Scarf Man, king of the mountain. So now let's check today's weather. And I think it is going to be a brisk. I'm going to predict that it's going to be a brisk 12 degrees. Let's see. Looking on my weather app here. All right, still in the teens. It is 19 degrees, people. 19. And that means I got to wear my scarf. I got my space heater going on, but more importantly, I'm making some hot food. This is not technically breakfast because it's 1:30 in the afternoon, but I don't care. I got up a little bit late, had a couple of pops last night, if you know what I mean. Really? But first, I like to watch something decentralized. And what I mean by that is I hate streaming media. Although I do love YouTube. Whatever. I'm a contradiction. I'm a complicated person. But I really love my favorite format of all time is DVDs. Today's DVD selection is Team America World Police, made by the South Park guys. Now, I don't necessarily love South Park, but I do love animals, stupid. No, I do love DVDs, and this one, I think, came out, let's see, 2005. Okay, literally 21 years ago. This movie is old enough to drink. So I watched it probably about 3 nights ago, and I never really made it all the way through, but there is some funny ass parts, hilarious songs, and topical political humor that you could probably inject into today's climate. I'm not going to get into that. This is all about cooking. This is all about hot sauce. This is about what I'm doing right now, completely live. Let's pop this in. All right. And let's get down to some actual cooking. So we'll put this over here. Let's just check, make sure that this live stream is a rockin'. Um, let's see. Are we live? I just want to see if everything is working. I'm going to go to live. Um, I don't know. Is it working? American Curmudgeon hot sauce. I love how I can't just bring it up on my phone. Let's see. Sauce. Cooking show 8. I just want to make sure that it's actually working. Yeah, here we go. Sounds good. All right, let's fire up the old hot plate. Now, today I'm cooking on the greatest thing to cook on things, all American. It is, of course, a cast iron skillet. And as you can see, this one's completely seasoned. Don't ever, ever clean these things with soap. You will ruin the seasoning. I just simply rinse it with hot water, take a little bit of maybe like a steel wool if something's like really corroded on there, really like like being stubborn. I just get it out there. And the best thing, and I've recently figured this out, the best medium to cook is not vegetable oil, not olive oil, good old uh, bacon, leftover bacon fat. Now, what you're thinking is, oh, everything's going to taste like bacon. So, everything is, yeah, it's natural. And it is a natural seasoning for your cast iron skillet. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to let that heat up a little bit and then put a little dollop on there. So, today we're going to be making a breakfast scramble involving 2 farm fresh eggs, straight from the store, and some diced up potato. These are not hash browns. Like I didn't buy them in the store. I diced them up in a little food processor with a little bit of diced onion in there to boot. And then I'm going to put a little bit of happy salt on there. Happy salt is just simply someone's amazing way of combining salt and pepper together. What a concept! And then I'm going to put some of my absolutely already legendary fuck you worm sauce. Now, what is fuck you worm?
Fuck you, worm.
That's Tack from the movie The Stone Age, and he's my mascot for my jalapeno lime tequila sauce that so many people love, and you're going to love it too. If you haven't already had it, go to AmericanCurmudgeonHotSauce.com. It's right in the link, right in the description of this here video. Easy to get to. Have it right to your door, shipped. There you go. Fuck you, worm. Jalapeno lime tequila.
Fuck you, worm.
There we go. Okay, so how we doing here? Get a little bit hot? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of bacon. Look at that bacon fat right there. Clogging an artery? It's completely natural. Calm down. So, I mean, it beats the hell out of vegetable oil. I'll tell you that any day of the week. You just put that right there in the pan, and that will automatically start to season the pan. It doesn't, it more kind of makes the room smell like bacon. It doesn't really make it actually taste like bacon, believe it or not. And the greatest thing about it is when it comes to keeping these things well seasoned, because the secret about cooking on cast iron skillets is that they can last your lifetime, your kid's lifetime, your kid's lifetime. I mean, if you got one from, like say your grandparent and it's a little bit rusty, you can scrape off all the rust. You can re-season it with a little bit of bacon fat or with oil. I mean, I did it the first time with oil. And if you buy it, like this one is a Lodge, the brand is Lodge cast iron skillet. It comes pre-seasoned. So there you go. Just as long as you don't scrape off all the seasoning, and do not, I repeat, do not wash these with soap and water. That is a big no. But I just recently, I don't make a whole hell of a lot of bacon. Whenever I do, all the fat I don't drain it out. I certainly don't, you don't pour that shit down the drain. That'll screw up your whole plumbing. That's a big no. No. You're supposed to be kind of responsible about it anyways. I just put it into this old ragu jar and then just put it in the fridge. Keep adding to it, and you can't get any more natural than that. If you're worried about, see, how many of you remember, you know what, I'm going to throw one more little dollop in there just to be safe. It's a natural non-stick too. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put in my diced potatoes. I was originally, for this particular video, going to make a breakfast egg and hash brown taco, soft taco, mini burrito, whatever. And then I realized I don't have any soft tortillas in my fridge, so I just decided to do a scramble. Hey, if you can't shift your plans a little bit, you're never going to make it as an entrepreneur, and you're not really a true American. So we're going to let this go. This is melting absolutely perfectly. You get it all around the pan. Yep. And as you can see, starting to smoke a little. It's doing what it should be doing. Everything is absolutely on schedule. Then you open up. I cut these and I pre-dice them in a food processor. That is potato, regular russet potato, and white onion. So you put that, hear that sizzle? You probably don't. Okay. Put that right in there. Real cooking, people. Now, a lot of times when I do my cooking show, I like to have a boozy treat. I like to have a cocktail. I like to have a beer, but and I'm not judging you because I do love to day drink, but I'm not going to have anything. And I don't drink coffee past 11:30. It's just a personal rule for me. It's something I don't do. All right. So I'm just going to be drinking water. In the future, probably my next one's going to be a stir fry. And then I'm going to make a special cocktail where I'm going to use an American Curmudgeon hot sauce of my choice in the cocktail, and it's going to be a spicy cocktail. Stay tuned for that one. Now, right around this time is when you want to put in your taffy salt. You know, there you go. Perfect. And put a lid on it because you want this to be super soft and a little bit crispy on the outside. You want it to be tender on the inside and a little bit crunchy on the outside. That's how I like to do life. Tender on the inside, crunchy on the outside, just like me. All right, where are we at here? Let's start this. Let's hit, look at this, old school remote. Hell yeah, I love my analog electronics. Okay, let's see. Team America World Police logo. See, they got special features. I got this for absolutely free. Not even $1, for free. Why? Because I know people. Okay, we're just going to play it. There's so much going on, man. I'm really starting to get into these old goofy movies from like the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, like anything more than 20 years ago. I think our culture peaked in the mid 90s. That is just my personal view. I was there. I'm a child of the 70s, I'm a teenager of the 80s, and I'm a 20-year-old in the 90s. And how I got here without ever getting a major STD, but beyond. I mean, I ran my uh, I ran my rake through a few cobwebs in my day, but hey, this is all about eating, okay? Let's have a good time. Let's wet our whistle with a little bit of water. Mm. All right. So on this particular dish, we're going to do 2 eggs, and I'm going to use the tequila lime sauce is just a better, like you got to, it's all about pairing, right? You don't want to put sriracha, my cock sauce, I don't want to put that on eggs. Just, maybe if it's a stir fry, a little more of an Asian feel. But this is like American morning. This is like hangover food. And for that, you want the brightness of the lime. You want the jalapeno that it doesn't really hit you that hard. It's not like my Golden Fire, and it's certainly not like my Face Destroyer. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, watch my last episode, Cooking Show number 7. Today is Cooking Show number 8. And watch me try my very own Face Destroyer hot sauce, which is not out on the market yet, but I tried it in real time for the very first time, dude. That is a journey. Okay. So 1 egg. All right. I haven't gotten it to the point where I can like do it with one hand yet. So I mean there's other things I do with one hand. So there we go. And I don't have any milk. When you're making scrambled eggs, do you like them loose? Do you like them a bit tight? Do you want them a little bit dry? Do you like your eggs a little underdone? I kind of go back and forth. I was watching this video with, I think it was that limey Gordon Ramsay, and dude, he spent like an hour making what he said the perfect scrambled eggs, and when it was done, the texture was more like baby poop. I mean, it was extremely loose. There's a time and place for things to be extremely loose, okay? Your morals, come check you man at the bar. All right. So you get that nice and mixed around to make your scrambled eggs. Let's see how things are going here. All right. Check out my awesome, that right there. I'll feed all you fuckers. Isn't that an amazing oven mitt? Throw that sucker on right now. How's it looking to you? Huh? I think it's looking good. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I want. Perfect. Perfect. I think we're going to let this go on a little bit. It's got the crispiness, but I don't know if it's going to be necessarily tender. And it's not going to stick because you got all that bacon fat. Dang. Look, we're not going for health. We're going for taste, okay? Don't be scared. You only live once, you know? Okay. We're going to cover that for a little bit longer. And then we're going to introduce our eggs. Then we're going to plate. We're going to taste. And then we are going to plop on a little bit of fuck you worm hot sauce. Yep.
Fuck you, worm.
And that is going to be amazing. Okay. I was kind of playing around with the idea of maybe making a little bit of Irish coffee. Or maybe like a Kahlua, like a White Russian. You know, when the movie The Big Lebowski came out, that was like big with my friends. You know, obviously the movie's hilarious, but like there's just something about Jeff Bridges' character, the dude, who is just like, all right, so like your hair is long, you got some sunglasses, you know, they peed on your rug, but the way that he's just walking around and wearing a robe around the house and drinking White Russians, I'm just like, I want to be that guy when I grow up. Well, I'm probably about 10 years older than that character in real life now, and I don't really want to sit around in my bathrobe drinking White Russians all day. I got life, okay? I run a hot sauce company. I got shit to do. But there's nothing wrong with doing that, you know, on a random Sunday when you ain't got anything going on except for maybe meeting your buddies at the bowling alley. Let's roll. Okay. I think we're good to go here. This is a little bit more on the crispy side than I was anticipating, but I'm cool with that. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and plate this because when I make you know what? No, it's a scramble. That means it's scrambled together. All right. Forget everything I just said. Let's introduce the two eggs. Yeah. All right. That is working its magic, and it will not stick. It will not stick. That bacon fat, that does the job in a cast iron skillet. This sucker's really hot. There we go. I got to get a second camera right here, and I think I'm going to show it on that monitor. So stay tuned for that. I think the next episode of Cooking Show, I'm going to have a two-camera setup because you guys can kind of see what I'm doing right now, but I want you to really see it. Okay, this egg's looking great, man. I'm really, really happy with this. It's kind of, I don't want my eggs too runny, and I think we are almost, I think we're almost totally good to go. All right, let's plate it. I'm going to put this down here, and we're going to plate this entire dish right now. Get my trusty oven mitt, turn off the burner, and give this a nice, elegant plating. No sticking. I love it. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're a single man and you want to really dazzle some bra that you brought home from the bar, or maybe you met her at church. I don't know your proclivities. The best thing to do is learn how to cook. And the best thing, especially if you were hanging out, you got really drunk and she spent the night before, you gotta cook this girl breakfast. Now look at this. Ah? Ah? Amazing. Look, oh, it's just two eggs, homemade hash browns, diced onion. Let's try it out. All right. Here's a little bit of that fluffy egg. It's really good. Let's see if these potatoes are tender enough. I might not endorse this. That's my big thing. If I don't think something's up to snuff, I will not endorse it. Full transparency on my channel. Endorsed. Endorsed. Okay. So, to be kind of honest, full transparency, it's a little bit bland. It's got a little bit of it doesn't taste like bacon at all, which is nice. I mean, it doesn't overpower. You'd be thinking if you use bacon fat in your food, it's going to overpower with bacon taste. It doesn't. I don't really salt my food too hard. I think if I had some extra pepper on this table, I'd probably be using it. But let's introduce the real rock star, my American curmudgeon. Fuck you, worm, jalapeno, lime tequila, hot sauce. Here you go. Oh, and look at that texture. Just look at the texture. Huh? Look at that. It's so good. Give it a little bit of a shake. It's got a little bit of a stopper there, so you don't get too crazy. Oh yeah, see that's going really good. Look, look, look. Okay. Now, now let's taste this. Breakfast egg potato scramble with my jalapeno lime tequila sauce. Let's do it. That's awesome. It's got a really great kick. It really brightens it up. It makes it come alive. Whatever blandness that I had before, it ain't bland anymore. Do another bite. You got to get this. You got to get this. You have to introduce this into your life. I endorse my own product. I use my own product. I like my own product. American curmudgeon hot sauce. Fuck you, worm. Jalapeno lime tequila. This is, I run a small business, dude. This is not a corporation. This is me. And I stand by my product number 100%. You know what? I'm going to add more to this particular bite. Let's get this. Let's go. Yeah, right on there. Yeah, right on there. Whew. Okay. I'm not right-handed. I'm left-handed. At least with utensils. When I play guitar, I'm right-handed. Go figure. Here you go. That makes all the difference in the world. God damn, I'm enjoying this. This is great. Thank you so much for watching. And if you've already ordered my hot sauce, thank you for supporting me. And if you haven't yet, go to the link right now in the description. You'll see my 3 hot sauces are available from my website, American Curmudgeon, hotsauce.com. I'm going to go for one last one, and then I'm going to bid you adieu because I'm going to start some other things today. And okay, this is the perfect bite to end this. The perfect here. You got to stack this. I should almost have a like a big spoon. All right, don't be stingy, people. Don't be stingy. That's an amazing bite. Man, I'm happy. That makes me happy. All right, well, I, I'm going to keep going. There's only a few more bites, but I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for supporting. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you want. But I will see you probably in I don't know, a few days for another episode of Cooking Show here from the American Curmudgeon Hot Sauce channel.